The normal market cap ratio for XRP is between 100x and 600x. This means that it will be 100x to 600x easier for us to get XRP to these higher prices. Not sure about this? Sure about this. I get it. A lot of people don't really get what market cap factors mean. I wanted to show you real proof of a market cap multiplier working with Bitcoin in today's movie. I also wanted to give you some early information on what institutions those market cap multipliers would be. We also have a BIS report and our market cap factors. Next, we'll talk about how big this is going to be for XRP and maybe some other crypto assets we own. Let's start by looking at the information we already have. This is in front of us. It will surprise us if we even try to find it. Here, let me show you. What is the market cap multiplier? Or Bitcoin multiplier in this case? The Bitcoin multiplier shows how much the market value of Bitcoin grows for every net inflow of money from buyers. It shows how the asset's price changes when new money comes in. This is especially important when looking at how big regulated investment products like spot Bitcoin ETF affect prices. A study from Bank of America in March said that for every $1 that went into Bitcoin through these ETF, the market cap would grow by 118 times. This was before all of this started. There were also other schools that looked at 48 to 106x. JP Morgan Securities said that the market value would change 25 times for every dollar that was put into the spot Bitcoin ETF. But what is it really? 25? Is it 100? Is there something from real life we can look at? Yes, that is the truth. Let me show you something from this week. Here is an example of when money came in July 2025. It brought in $2.7 billion in net new money into the US by Bitcoin ETF in the week ending July 13, 2025. It was $1.76 billion from BlackRock alone. If the price went from $111,800 to $123,100 and $2.7 billion came into ETF at the same time, that's a 10% increase or $11,300. This means that Bitcoin's market cap grew by 74 times. You should know that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies don't have nearly as much value as the XRP ledger. Bitcoin is still going up 74 times for every $1 that goes into it, then its market cap goes up by 74 times. How many times the market value of XRP is this amount? That's what I want to talk about now. Yes, I did want to show you some parts of this BIS study. They had to write a whole paper about it because they believed it was so important. I think this is about 30 pages of stuff that I'm not going to go over again, but I did get some background here. It will help you understand what the FES is saying about this if I put it on the screen. They said that the crypto multiplier is an idea that tracks how much the market value of cryptocurrencies changes when a lot of money comes in or goes out of investors' accounts. It's the money coming in that moves the market cap 74 times. If the money going out through sales, the market cap can also drop 74 times. It does go both ways then. It is the measure of the total number of coins to the number of coins that are used to pay for things instead of being saved. The crypto multiplier is big when most coins are held as investments and not used for payments. This means that even small flows of money into or out of investors can make prices go up or down a lot. Swings. It also explains why this is important. The crypto multiplier is linked to the fact that most coins are held as investments, which makes the exchange rates very volatile. Price changes are made bigger. It does say that for big cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, most of the coins are dormant and not used for transactions. More than 75% of Bitcoin and 60% of Ethereum are dormant, which suggests a large multiplier. It does have responses that are stronger. If you want to know why prices change so quickly in response to news like big investor moves, star endorsements, or a financial crisis, this helps. The math that is shown in the report is shown below. For some reason, I don't want to go through this with everyone else. Have you turned off the video? But it's still there if you want to geek out on it. Of course, they use some cases from real life, but I don't want to focus on them because they're from years ago and don't really tell me what I need to know about the market in 2025. But the study says that all of this has bigger effects. For example, the collateral list says that the liquidation value of big crypto holdings may be much lower than their market cap because of the Malsheimer effect. So, if we see 177, let me check this out. Coin market value, the value of XRP on this market is $174 billion. XRP does not have $174 billion in cash on hand. This is called the market cap, but there aren't nearly as many coins available as what you see in the market cap. So it does talk about instability that lasts for a long time. Cryptocurrencies will likely stay very volatile as long as they are mostly used for payments and not investments. Bigger cryptocurrencies by market share tend to be less volatile, but the effect of the multiplier is still very strong. This story is new to me, so it's interesting. It's interesting. I made a few movies about market cap multipliers to help myself understand the idea better, but having the BIS explain it to me does give it more weight in my mind, which means that I'm not just making this up. Schools and other groups have spent a lot of time trying to figure this out. It's a lot of time trying to figure this out. We can now understand it, and I believe it will have a big effect. I know you came here to see some cool XRP ledger stuff, so let me show it to you. I'd love to have you here for that. XRP went from $2.48 to $2.68 in just 12 hours. A 20-cent jump. It got about $114 million in new money, which changed the market cap to $1139 billion. Chad Steingraver posted all of this great information, and I want to thank him for it. He does a great job. Also, I've already shown you these stories, but what I want to talk about now is XRP. If Bitcoin is still seeing a 74x in July 2025, what do you think will happen with XRP? We can see the spot ETF coming up. They're on their way, right? $100 billion or more have now flowed into Bitcoin. Hey, XRP is a great use case. We think. They are working with some of the biggest banks in the world as Ripple grows into a bank. We must be able to use this, right? Let's talk about that fact. Please read this again if you really want to. I'm not going to read what a market cap multiplier is. Now that we're at this point in the movie, I'm sorry if I haven't explained this well enough. But here it is again in case you want to read it. But here is some new information because that's what I think is most important, right? Like what we're seeing now. Sora, in 2025, XRP multipliers have been between 200x and 600x. That means that if we use these formulas and numbers to try to reach $10 or $100, it will be 200 times or even 600 times easier for us to do so. I see that. I know that many of you have really useful information in this area, so please let me know what you see below. I'd also like to know how you're understanding this information as I read it. In one case, net inflows of $80 million caused XRP market cap to rise by $17 billion. That was a 212x case. Here's one more example. Another event brought in $12.87 million, which caused the market cap to rise by $7.07 billion, which is a 601-fold increase for XRP. There was a $17 million inflow that was a 647x, and factors of 5 to 600 have been seen many times in the past year. There are key points made. XRP market cap changes a lot when new money comes in, and multipliers often go above and beyond what we see in Bitcoin. It's likely that their market cap multipliers will be even bigger. I believe that things like XDCs are about to go off. If you want me to look into market cap factors for other ISO tokens in more depth, please let me know. I'm really interested in this right now. For me, this is just the thrill and the rush. That was really my best chance to show you guys market cap factors and why I'm optimistic. I hope you liked it. Guys, if you got something out of it and made it to the end, please hit like. Get more people to see this by telling someone to leave a review. Thanks a lot. Have a great week ahead. I'm so glad to be with you on this trip. If you want to learn about money, don't watch this video. This is only meant to be entertaining. That's not what I do for a living. Please get help with your money if you need it. Come back to the movie.